One.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Benjamin 80K, coming at you with Chromebook coding for beginners, free code camp projects. So, what we have today is the Markdown Previewer, and this is off of. I'm doing the beta version of Free Code Camp, which, if you're not familiar with it, it's at beta.freecodecamp.com. I haven't been on the regular Free Code Camp in quite a while. The beta has a lot more content on it, and while some of the challenges don't quite work yet, the majority of them that I've done do. So I'd say about 90%. Some of the back end stuff didn't work, and in front end they break it up a little differently. So there's 6 certificates you get now, and they have React module, Redux, and the React module is there, but it's an alpha version and it doesn't save your progress, but you can do all the challenges, and there's 50 of them just on React, which I did. And then I decided to do the Markdown Previewer as my first project in React. So you can see we've got a Markdown Previewer. Here, this left side is where you type in. It's the text area, and the right side is the preview. So boom, you put in, this is a header. This is a subheader. This is even smaller. So this is the beginning of the project. Now, they always say on Free Code Camp that you're not supposed to look at the source code for when you're doing a project. And I'd imagine that about 99% of people look at it anyways. I've never asked anybody, but I usually do. For the simple reason that it's a faster way to learn. Otherwise, it would take me who knows how much times longer. I think when I first started, I wasn't looking at the source code, and I'd go figure out everything for myself. And while that was good, and I researched a lot of things, I ended up in the same place, if you know what I'm saying. I learned just as well by basing my design off of some of the things I see in the source code. It saves me a lot of time, in other words. So this was the example project that they have, and this guy's got it. This guy's got pretty cool, and he's even got, if you look in his code at the very top, like, he's got an even cooler version with a toolbar in it, and it gives you the, if you didn't open the code, you'd never know he had this. But he gives you the URL to his other project, which he takes the React code preview to the next level. Sorry about the slow loading times. It does that when I'm doing a screencast. I only have a Chromebook, like $150 Chromebook that I do everything on right now. I'm hoping to upgrade to an actual computer at some point in time, because this is getting ridiculous. Trying to do all the stuff, I'm limited. But anyway, so he's got another version where you can just click a button and you get different stuff. Like you get the template already popped out for you. So like, let's delete all this stuff. Yeah, so you get like a block quote already. At the push of a button, you get a block quote. What else has you got? Bullet list. List item 1. List item 2. So he's got some of the stuff like all set. Block quote, link. You can do the links. So he's got a second to give you. Okay, that's just going to give you the basic setup for links. So he's got some cool stuff in that version, which is even more. And even on this version, he's got where you can maximize. You can maximize. You can maximize that. A stupid thing. Great. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I can't minimize it now because this thing is in the way. I hate that thing. Goodbye. So he's even got it where you can maximize and minimize, and he does that through really cool. I had no idea you could do this, but he does it through, if you look into the code right here, he's got a constant of classes. That's the state of, it's part of the state of the app component, and it's got each the state is actually excuse me, in the conditional. So the state, right, of the app has editor maximized as Boolean and preview maximized as Boolean. And then there's functions that handle a change in state that basically just toggle if it's maximized or not, right? And then in the render, it's got a ternary expression where if the state is at maximize, if it's true, it's gonna give you one set of classes, and then he's got it for preview as well. If preview is true, and then he's got the base classes. So editor wrap is like the base class that defines the editor, but then it has a maximized class that gets added on when you click. So he's got the toolbar with an icon which changes, and it's got an on-click associated with that icon that basically is a toggle. And you can see how it's all set up in his code with basically just by toggling state of the tool of the on-click is in the toolbar component, but it toggles the state of the whole entire app component by passing classes to the editor component. It's really cool. It's crazy when you say it. But I'm going to show you in the next video how I got to my bare bones editor here. You know, I just basically picked out the parts of the code that I wanted to use, and I put mine in. I'm going to use a framework on mine, and I'll show you what I did in the next video. All right.